Microphages attack ink particles and go back into the lymph nodes. Fibroblasts also eat ink particles and exit your body through urination or defecation. While some fibroblasts stay in the dermis layer where the ink will permanently remain. You can get an infection from an insanitary tattoo. Although bacterial infections are the most common type of infection linked with tattoo getting inked can lead to fungal and viral infections. You can even end up with warts. People can develop allergies to their tattoos. Some people who had no allergic reaction to their first tattoo can later develop an allergy after getting second or third tattoos. Tattoo allergies can be difficult to treat. Steroids or injections can sometimes help. In extreme cases, the tattooed area of skin needs to be surgically cut a lot out of the body. You can get these small knots or bumps around material that the body perceives as foreign, such as particles of tattoo pigment. You can also get bloodborne diseases if the equipment used is contaminated with infected blood. The sharp needle pricks the skin quickly and repeatedly, dragging ink clinging to it down into the dermis. Seeing these tattoos in slow motion can undermine just how fast they work. According to a TED video, modern tattoo machines pierce the skin at a frequency of 50 to 3,000 times per minute. It wouldn't do much good to distribute the ink just on the epidermis because these outer skin cells are continually dying and slaying off. The tattoo would disappear in just a few weeks. For tattoos to last a whole person's life, the machines have to pack enough punch to get the ink down into the dermis, the tissue just below the outer epidermis. A tattoo is created by puncturing the dermis layer of the skin and injecting ink. It can result in negative consequences. Immune response, scarring and removal, pain, increased risk, redness and bleeding. Effects of tattoos on the integumentary system. Do you really want to get a tattoo? The dermis contains nociceptors, which are your pain receptors that sense the puncturing of your dermis, making the tattoo insertion very painful. Your dermis also contains your arteries, vein and blood vessels, and puncturing might cause bleeding. Your skin is sensitive, and when it is punctured, the posinium corpuscle feels the irritation and therefore you get redness. A tattoo is an open wound that can allow pathogens to enter your body, and if you are sick or have a weak immune system, your body might not be able to fight off the pathogens. Over time, the tattoo ink is absorbed deeper into the skin to the hypodermis and gets absorbed into your body. Tattoo ink contains certain minerals, salts and dyes that could be harmful to your body. Removing the tattoo is a painful process. It leaves granulomas which form when your immune system attempts to block off a foreign object. Keloids can also result from the overgrowth of granulation tissues. Healing stage 1. This initial stage of healing begins right after your tattoo is finished. At this point, you can consider the area an open wound, and you'll need to treat it accordingly. Your artist will gently wash the area and bandage it to protect it from bacteria. Most artists recommend you keep the area covered for the first 20 hours, although you will likely need to change the bandage because a fresh tat usually bleeds and weeps a bit. If you allow the bandage to soak up too much fluid, it may wind up sticking to your skin, and this is definitely not good for the healing process. Many people describe a fresh tattoo as feeling similar to a sunburn. The area tends to sting a bit, and it can look red and become a little raised or swollen. This is all a natural part of the healing process. You'll begin to form scabs over the area, and you should attempt to remove them. Just gently hand wash the area once or twice a day with a very mild soap. Pat dry with a fresh paper towel and gently dab on a light amount of the moisturizing aftercare lotion your artist recommends. Although people tend to heal at different rates, the first healing stage of a tattoo usually lasts about 1 week as long as an infection doesn't set in. If you find the pain is more than you expected, you can take an over-the-counter pain reliever. The second stage of healing usually brings the onset of itching. At this point, the scabs are well formed and probably just beginning to flake off, a process that will continue for about a week. The skin around the tattoo may become a bit dry. Most people experience some peeling, just as they would with a sunburn. Try to avoid peeling the skin. Just allow it to slough off naturally, and by all means, do not scratch your tat. Scratching can cause damage and ultimately spoil the look of your tattoo by the time healing is complete. Applying more aftercare lotion to the area should bring some relief. Expect this healing stage to last about 1 week as well. Stage 3 brings the final healing of the area. By this point, most or all of the scabs have fallen away from your tat, although the area may still be slightly dry and mildly tender. You may notice that your ink no longer looks as vibrant as it did when it was first finished, and this is natural. There is typically still a layer of dead skin over the tattoo at this point that obscures it a bit, but once that layer naturally sloughs away, you'll see what your new tattoo really looks like. If you've managed to avoid infection and scratching, it probably looks great. Tattoos are cleaned inside of a machine called the autoclave. The autoclave steams the equipment at temperatures from 249.8 degrees Fahrenheit to 273.2 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. Although a wide array of archaea can survive these temperatures, none of them are known to pose a health risk to humans.